three transsexuals here.
Transsexual.
Well, can't put that on the paper, so.
Make some noise for the House of Blinds!
So my name is Aqua Flora, the aquatic and erotic drag diva of the Pacific Northwest. My pronouns are they, she, or he. What drag means to me is using the performance of gender and art, clothing, dance, movement, makeup, all of it, to talk about the issues that are a lot harder to just talk about outside of drag and kind of add levity to it or process our emotions, process everything, and kind of just like build community through performance. Drag is essentially showing that clothes are just clothes, makeup is just makeup, hair is just hair, and putting it all together to create a fantasy, like, kind of tears away at those fears that we have around who we should look like, how we should be presenting, and just kind of have fun with it and just make community, make art, and just express some queer joy.
Hi, my name is Solaria. I am she, I am they, I am he. I'm really whatever you want me to be. I'm also your favorite fever dream, all the way from the stars, landed right here on Earth. For me, drag is like, it's the culmination of like all the different like forms of art that I ever wanted to like explore or like play with. Like I've always wanted to be like a painter, a comedian, like I've always been interested in fashion and sparkly things, and like drag is like the ultimate combination of like all of these things that like caught my little like my corvid brained eye as a child, and it's like it's all that and it's gay, and I'm like, well, mama, like it doesn't really get much better than that. But also like in a more serious sense, like I really love that drag is like such like a community building function. It's I love that drag is like so like centering for the queer community, because like when you go to a club, like everybody, like it's not just like it's drag is for everyone, you know, like everyone comes to the shows, and it's such like a wonderful experience to like see everyone in their like bright queer faggotry, you know, on full display without like a care to like the grayscale world out there, you know, and I just think that's really cool.
Hello, my name is Shirley Mintle. My pronouns are she, her. I am the people's princess of Eugene. Very gorgeous, very stunning. I do a lot of old Hollywood mixed with weird avant-garde art bullshit. For me, it's like subversion of expectations. It's art. It's a way for me to express myself, understand gender, push what people expect from like a person assigned male or whatever. That's a really weird way to phrase that. Especially as like a trans woman, like kind of stepping into my own femininity, but also playing around with like gender in general and just having fun. Drag like means like the entire world to me as an art form. Like not even just my own drag, but drag is a way to say like F you to society. Like we exist, we're here, we're taking up space, and we're creating community for people. We're bringing people together, and the attention's great too.
So I started watching drag when I was really young. I grew up watching RuPaul's Drag Race, and it wasn't until I moved out to Eugene when I was introduced to small local drag venues. It's just super inviting. You get to meet people from all over that are all just here because they appreciate the dancing, the singing, the like makeup, hair, all of it. It's just super fun.
A couple years ago, I decided to go to Spectrum for the first time, and I learned about like this beautiful blossoming drag scene of like people of all different types of gender presentations and like different levels of experience coming into the scene, and I felt very welcomed by the scene here and like how much art and creativity there is. And even after Spectrum closing, I've seen just how resilient the producers are here with finding and carving out new spaces for us to perform, for them to perform drag, and it's been really beautiful to see like how, while it really sucks that we lost the only gay bar, like the queer community here is still thriving and still going, and that we're continuing to find these new spaces.
Yeah, I think like the queer community after Spectrum closed definitely had like a bit of a shock. Like we have to find and pave like new spaces and take up new spaces that aren't necessarily made for us. I think it's really scary right now to just live in this country, like in general. Things have been getting really like dark out here. But I think honestly, like I've noticed since the start of this month that like people are really, really looking for community. They're like really going out there and like trying to find people to be around, and I think that's like the most important thing. And I feel like our shows have been selling out more than recently, like normal, and people are really, really like needing that space. We like need that space really badly.
My name is Evan Hoppermore. I'm also a local artist that goes by Moss Vacation, and I produce for lots of queens around the area. I make lots of drag mixes. I support sound, and generally just a fan of all of it. Well, since Spectrum closed, it's been a lot of other places closing. It seems like it's been a kind of crazy chain of events, and I don't know, you know, people are still searching for where like their new home might be or where their new space really will be. Queer space is just like, it's so important for everyone. It keeps people alive, it keeps people happy, it keeps people with their community, and you know, it just shows people that things are still happening out in the world. Queer people are still existing. Queer people can still connect with everyone else.
Like Spectrum was my home base, coming like home and being able to perform here, and now like it feels like that nest is gone, and now we're all kind of like flying, trying to like reestablish ourselves and take up space because the world wants us to hide. They don't want us to be out and loud and proud and beautiful, and I think that's why drag right now is at its most important, like you said, because we're not hiding anywhere, and when the world tells us to hide or that they don't want to see us, that's when it becomes that much more important to be that person when someone is afraid to be their true selves and just being fabulous and powerful and standing our ground. So
That one? Ooh. Boo. Well, that is what we're dealing with, I guess, as a community. But I mean, yeah, I mean, even like today, like we got yelled out in the street randomly, screaming. Yeah, I'm like, we've always had like drive-by stuff, but I definitely feel like it's been more pointed, especially as like a trans person outside of drag. Like people have been staring a lot more, and it's definitely like a little bit more uncomfortable than it was. But I think that's where this art form becomes important. Like it's important for us to have drag right now. Like it's queer joy at its most, and that's like what we need right now. Like you can do everything you want in the legislature, you can ban whatever you want, but we're not going anywhere. Like we still exist. You will literally have to kill me to make me not exist anymore, and I'm not dying, so you could try again.
I'm a bad kill me.
Beautiful.
Bye, Diva.
I love you so much.
Drag is